next to the Garvey house for 12 years straight. Wow. We never knew it was the Garvey house until they painted it red, black, and green. That's when it caught my attention. And I saw Elder Johnny Gossett, he's an ancestor now, and he said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "What are y'all doing in this red, black, and green building? I'm the president of Blacks to the Union at Millersville University. What's going on?" He said, "Come back Sunday at 3 o'clock. And it's been 25 years. So I know, so I think my road was created because it was right there. If I don't live in that neighborhood, if we don't come back to Philly at that time, if my mother doesn't buy my shoes at that store, you follow what I'm saying? So I can see how divine providence, destiny has returned.
Wow. And that's what destiny, Ifantunde, means.
That's what it means. Ifa means destiny. Okay. And that's the name of the spiritual system of the Yoruba. And the reason it's called Ifa, it speaks to the fact that all of us choose a destiny at the feet of the Almighty in heaven. And when you come to earth, you have to find and fulfill your destiny, which means no matter how successful you might be in this world, if you're not fulfilling the destiny that you chose at the feet of the Most High, you'll still feel incomplete. This is why we got black millionaires and black billionaires. They got the whole world at their feet, but they still feel empty because that was not your purpose. You wasn't sitting here to just drive around in fancy cars and eat at fancy restaurants. God didn't send you here for that. There's something deeper you're supposed to do, but you're so distracted with the materialism, you can't find yourself back to the right path.
Hello worlds, hello worlds. Yes, all this talk from Umar about the building of the FDMG school is quite controversial. The reason being is because there's a feed from 2021 where he said he only needed 3 weeks of black help to build the school. Fast forward to this recent episode where he's now begging for money from the public because he says that his account from PayPal and Cash App, I believe, was frozen. What's interesting is people were saying or calling him out to be a fraud, and I'm just now discovering a lot of contradictory statements he had made from 2021 until today. For example, he only stated back in 2021 when he was in Challamagnethagod hot show, we'll say, he clearly stated that he only needed 3 weeks to do not only the HVAC, but pretty much the building, the FDMG building, which was, according to him, a modern building that needed not that much help in getting it up and running. Again, fast forward to today, he's now claiming that the school should be open at the end of this summer, which we're now in 2025, fast forward 4 years later. Now I see why people are now questioning where has the money gone that he has accumulated and so forth. Just take another listen.
A lot of slack about your school. People saying, "What's going on with the school?" I love the good and the bad.
March the 6th of 2020 until I done it last Saturday in Boston. So it's been 13 months.
Wow. Last time you first, give them an update.
Let me make it real simple so y'all can understand this. We have 2 schools, right? They look across the street at one another. The Marcus Garvey building is the elementary school, and the Frederick Douglass building is much larger. It's the high school. Now, we're focusing on the Garvey building right now, right? If you were to say, how soon can that building be ready? It can be ready in 3 weeks. We only have 3 weeks worth of repairs, 3 weeks worth of HVAC, 3 weeks worth of electric, 3 weeks worth of plumbing. So if, hypothetically speaking, if a black tradesman, a black HVACer said, "I'm going to come volunteer, I'm going to fix the system, you have to pay for all of the materials, but I'm going to donate my time." If an electrician, if a plumber said, "We're going to donate our time to fix the system, but you have to pay for all the material," the school would be up and running in 3 weeks. That's all we have. The problem is, Challamagne and Envy, is I haven't come across black folks who are willing to donate their time. That's one. So we have to raise enough money to pay market rate for those repairs. So the HVAC, the bills that I'm getting are ranging from $250 on up. The plumbing, the bills I'm getting are ranging from like $150 on up. You see, so we have to raise about $300,000 just to handle that. Where if we had some black folk who was willing to donate their time, the school would be up and running in 3 weeks.
I wonder if people, if they change their perspective of how they look at this, right? Like you bought the building, but I would look at it like a startup.
Outright, we own it, no mortgage.
Yeah, I would look at it like it's a startup. And this is what
And
you're
they're
doing.
in good shape.
The
schools are they're modern and not old. This was a charter school that was renovated at the tune of $13 million back in 2010. This is 2021. The school is only 10, 11 years old. They are modern. They're in good shape. The only thing we have to do is the plumbing, the electric, and the HVAC. We don't have to do no new construction. It's only repair. And that's why it's so frustrating for me, because it's only 3 weeks worth of repairs. Not a month, not a year, 3 weeks worth of repairs and the school could be up and running.
So
if I were Mexican, the school be done. If I were Chinese, the school be done. If I was East Indian, if I was Arab, if I was European Jew, if I was Italian, the school be done. It's only because it's us that we don't take something like this as serious.
So it's like
You should go to cash.me/FDMG school. So if you're on the Cash app, it's $FDMG school. If you're PayPal, it's paypal.me/FDMG Academy.
Okay.
So Cash app is FDMG school. PayPal is FDMG Academy. They can also mail check a money order, and that information is on my website at drumarjohnson.com. They can also join the Loyal Donors Club. So that's an automatic contribution every month. $50 a month bronze, $100 a month silver, $250 is gold, $500 is platinum, and $1,000 a month is diamond.
Gotcha.
Why do you think that, you said if you were Mexican or if you were Asian, why do you think that black people don't want to support or is not supporting, or do you feel that, you're not getting the support that you should be getting?
Now, here's the point, and that's a great question, Envy. It's not that black people don't support other black people. We are not used to being responsible for building our own institutions. Are you following me? If I was opening up a nightclub, some sort of a basketball league, I would have the support. But we are not accustomed to being responsible for building our own institutions. So, for example, if you look around America, can you show me a single independent black community in 50 states? 50 states, you can't show me one black community where we own the hospital, the bank, the school, and the supermarket. And the reason I point out those 4 institutions, Envy, is because you need the supermarket to feed the people, the school to teach the people, the hospital to save the people, and the bank to invest in the people. So those are the 4 essential institutions of an independent community. You don't have those 4 in any black town anywhere in the United States, and we are a $2 trillion people. How do you explain that? And I would say slavery, one of the psychological residuals of slavery, it took from us that natural desire to want to control your environment and your destiny. If you notice, when ethnic nationals come to America, the first thing they do is look for where are we going to build our first community. That's the first thing, because it is natural to want to control your environment. It is natural to guarantee your children their future. Black people don't do that. When we wake up, the first thing we think about is what can I buy to make myself look more important than other black people. You see, I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG.
Well, world, as you heard,
he goes on to say he don't have no
the
money.
Umar who talked mess about, again, Black people not prioritizing, I guess, where we should. Believe it or not, it's quite ironic how life, his destiny has turned, where he's now asking black folks to, again, donate to his needs. The nerve. Again, lesson learned from his antics is that, again, his words is going to be used against him. Everyone should be asking, what is your purpose or destiny, Dr. Umar? And again, wasn't your destiny supposed to be building that school? More so, Umar, the public is now asking, what had distracted you to keep you from focusing on your goal of opening again the school? The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School. Again, what distracted you? As you stated, so many others have been distracted from their main purpose or destiny. Again, the irony of life. Again, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Do you think that the bank or the IRS took Umar's money? Or again, did he know or purposely try to, or is using this excuse as to not refund people's money back to them? Because again, according to him, at the end of the summer, the school should be open. We shall wait and see. Bye, world.
I let everything go. We gave the receipts.
Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG.
A lot of slack about your school. People saying, what's going on with the school? I love the good and the bad. Let them hate that. So hate
and the oxygen I use to elevate. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG.
When we talk about the school, first give them an update of where you are with the school. Then
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, first of all, 2014, I took my first donation for FDMG in St. Louis, Missouri. 2019, we purchased a 4-building former black charter school campus in Wilmington, Delaware. That's where we are. This is 2025, so 5 years to buy the school, 6 years to renovate the school. Right now, all renovations are done except we got to tile the floor and rekey the classrooms. Cosmetic surgery. Once we tile the floor and rekey the classrooms, which will be done by the end of this summer, we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. And once we get our certificate of occupancy, we're going to have a grand opening celebration, and all y'all better be there. But if you hated on me, keep your ass in Cleveland. For Black excellence!
I'm the reason for everything. Now I done took off with FDMG's banking statements. I probably stole the blueprints to FDMG too late. This motherfucker tell it. I'm not a health aide. He knew that. He knows where I work. I have to be sworn in where I work. I've touched $1 billion worth of accounts. Why the fuck